Welcome to another reaction video. I will react to the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher. I'm a big fan.
I give way to the honourable gentleman.
There is no doubt that the Prime Minister has in many ways achieved substantial success for the economy. There is one statistic that I understand is not, however, challengeable, and that is that over her 11 years, the gap between the richest 10% and the poorest 10% in this country has widened substantially.
That's right.
How can she say at the end of her chapter of British politics that she can justify many people in a constituency such as mine being relatively much poorer off, much less well housed, and much less well provided than it was in 1979? Surely she accepts that is not a record that she or any Prime Minister can be proud of.
When there's nothing else left, socialists will complain about inequality. It's always the case. Like, oh, okay, like you're getting great results in the economy, but there's inequality. And I love her answer here. Like, this is like the best answer.
All levels of income are better off than they were in 1979. But what the honourable member is saying is that he would rather the poor were poorer, provided the rich were less rich. That way you will never create the wealth for better social services as we have. And what a policy! Yes, he would rather have the poor poorer, provided the rich were less rich. That is the Liberal policy. Yes, it came out, he didn't intend it to, but he did.
I love this. I love this. I just love this video.
I give way to the honourable gentleman.
I'm extremely grateful. The Prime Minister is aware that I detest every single one of her domestic policies, and I've never had that.
And I think that the honourable gentleman knows that I have the same contempt for his socialist policies as the people of East Europe who have experienced it have it for theirs. I think I must have hit the right nail on the head when I pointed out that the logic of those policies are they'd rather have the poor poorer. Once they start to talk about the gap, they'd rather the gap was that. Down here. That. Not that. But that. So long as the gap is smaller, so long as the gap is smaller, they'd rather have the poor poorer. You do not create wealth and opportunity that way. You do not create a property-owning democracy that way.
Yeah. People like socialists, they rather have the poor poorer as long as the richer are not as rich. And so they would prefer the gap to be here instead of a big gap around here. They wanted to be here. Like, that's genius. That's exactly it.
I'm most grateful to the Prime Minister. Will she tell us whether she intends to continue her own personal fight against a single currency and an independent central bank when she leaves office?
No, she's going to be the governor.
On the present structure,
Order. The Prime Minister.
what a good idea.
She's such a badass. I love Margaret Thatcher. I don't know. It's so curious to me why feminists hate her. And she did some remarkable things in the UK. When she took office in 1979, the UK was in shambles. It was like their economy was falling apart. and she did a freaking incredible job. And she was the first female prime minister in the UK. And she would stand in the room in the parliament full of people like that, and she would not back down, and she would own the place. She's brilliant. She's truly brilliant. But feminists don't like her. And I think that's curious, to say the least. But what I think that shows is that it's not exactly about equal rights or more women in power, more women occupying positions of power. It's about a certain type of women that will defend certain types of programs and ideas. So if you are like that, and if you think like that, then you're good for feminism. If you're not, then you don't deserve even a mention. That's the problem with collectivist movements. They might advocate for diversity, but not diversity of thought. And that's why I do identify with the libertarian movement, because it's about individualism. Only you know what's best for you and your family, and only you have lived the experiences that you have lived. You have the freedom to choose your own destiny.
I hadn't thought of it. But if I were, there'd be no European Central Bank accountable to no one, least of all to national parliaments. Because the point of that kind of European Central Bank is no democracy, taking powers away from every single parliament and being able to have a single currency and a monetary policy and an interest rate which takes all political power away from us. As my right honourable friend said in his first speech, after the proposal of a single currency is about the politics of Europe. It is about a federal Europe by the back door. So I'll consider the honourable gentleman's proposal. Now, where were we? I'm enjoying this. Right.
Such a badass.
Mr. Speaker, I was on.
You can wipe the floor with
I
these
was
people.
talking about Europe.
Like, seriously, that's remarkable. And it's so curious to me why feminists don't idolize this woman. She's fantastic. I salute the UK. Are you from the UK? Did you like Margaret Thatcher? I think she's underappreciated. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos about freedom, about libertarianism. Please subscribe.